Hey, Big Fiddle Show fans, it's 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. It's time to start setting up this room to be the Big Fiddle Show Studio for tonight. So let's start bringing out all the junk that it takes to run the Big Fiddle Show. Okay. This is Pat's stereo microphone setup here for her piano and singing. And over here in the corner, by the way, I already got up here, is the little Yamaha Mixer. I'll show you a close-up of that one of these times. So that gets uncovered. That's the only thing that pretty much stays in the room for the show, other than the piano and the fabulous decorations. So that's here all the time. But everything else gets put away. So again, there's Pat's microphone set up. Let's go get another one. Oh, here's the music stand. You gotta have the music stand. Gotta have the music stand. I need a little something to keep the set list on if I'm singing a song or need chords to a guitar number like I do tonight. That's sitting here. And out comes the main camera. I have so many things pointing at Pat that I put this here on here so she knows what to look at, because sometimes I get confused. I start talking at the microphone. There's now multiple microphones. There's now this Twitch thing. There's another camera. So this is where we look when we want to talk to you. Here. So this is just a cell phone holder on a mic stand. That holds the, it's an old phone that my daughter gave me. It's a good one though. It's a Samsung Galaxy something or other. And so that's what I use to broadcast to Twitch when we do the little pre-show thing. So that sits on this little, perched on this thing. So that goes there, sort of. Rearrange things as we get them all in the room, you know. Okay, then we have lights. Have two sets of these lights. Look, they're cool. It's like an umbrella. Oh yeah. So that goes over here, and as I bring another one up from downstairs. Okay. Another set of lights. I won't put these in place till we're almost ready for the show to start, because we have to be able to walk in and out of here. Now here's my microphone. It's a Audio-Technica stereo microphone, so we actually have 4 microphones on each show. 2 on Pat, 2 on me. And generally I set them up so that I pan her piano out far to both sides, and then I kind of have a slight obtuse, that'd be the right word? I think that is. An acute pan. That'd be an acute angle, so that you hear me kind of in the center and you hear Pat on both sides. So here we go with this. And these microphones, let's see what they are. People are always asking me what the gear is. So these are 2 AKG SE300B microphones. And I've got a 75 hertz high pass filter set, so everything below it gets rid of the rumble. I also set a 80 hertz high pass filter on the mixer as well, and set all the mixer levels at unity, and then turn the gains up to control the volume, and then that goes to my computer via USB cable. And then in the software, I'll do another whole thing about software, and because I'll have to be like sitting at my computer table and showing you how all that works. But I can control the volumes that you get to listen to from all the different feeds, because there's videos, there's audio sources on my computer that I'm playing out to you, and then there's our microphone. So yeah, I can control all those volume levels that go out to you and try to keep them balanced as best I can. I'm not actually able to hear a lot of what we feed out to you. I've listened to it prior, and then I set the levels, and kind of what goes out goes out. But so far it seems to work pretty good. Sometimes maybe a level a little too high, a little too low, but overall it pans out. So anyway, this is an AKG microphone. Very nice microphone. Two of these on Pat, and then I've got this Audio Technica, I think it's an AT810 microphone that's pointing at me. It's a stereo, it has two elements, a stereo microphone. And the camera is a 1080p, 60 frames per second camera. I generally don't push out. I'm generally pushing out 1280 by 720. That's what you get to watch most of the time. Just because I don't like to have buffering. A lot of people have different varying internet speeds, and if I push out that big signal, big bandwidth requirement signal, a lot of people might experience buffering or dithering of the, of the signal. So I don't want you looking at pixelized picture. So it works pretty good, I think. The 1280 by 720 for most instances, since it's a live program. Okay, so more stuff to come. Guitar stand that you guys don't see. It's usually over here behind the camera. And I can choose my weapon every Friday. Pat's doing a song, so there's no ukulele tonight. So I'm playing the old, it's a 1965 B25, I believe, 1965 Gibson. Cheap guitar in its day, but by today's standard, it's a very nice guitar. Little stand for my fiddle. Goes behind my chair. Pat sits over there. I sit over there, of course. You've seen many times. Now, cable up the microphone on my side. Okay, let's get that. This mic has an internal condenser mic, internal battery, so it's just phone plugs in. Doesn't require phantom power. It's got its own built-in phantom power, or its own built-in power with the battery. So cables for Pat's mic now I need. All right, got the cables for the other microphones. Here we go. Exciting. Very exciting. Okay, so let's see here. Always wrap your cables up properly, when you put them away. I've had these for years and they don't have any issues. But you got to roll them up. I think one of these cables is 25 years old and it still works fine. But you got to put them away right every time. That's the secret. So I think this one I have marked with yellow tape is going to be the right mic. So that's going to be the other end here. Yes. Go. That's in. Okay. Now we'll go over here to plug this into the channel 4, which is I've got Pat on channels 3 and 4, and me on channels 1 and 2. Now there's a bit of a landmine, minefield of cables once we get all this set up, so we have to kind of watch carefully, we don't knock anything over, especially when I have the computer here and the camera hooked up and everything like that. So now I need another cable here. Take this around here, just give a little stress relief like that. And hook up the other one. don't want to let them get wound up and tangled in on themselves. So that's the key. Keep them straight. That's the key to the long life of your cables. Okay. Here we go. All right. And I'm going to move this little table. I got this little table here that the computer sits on. It's kind of a heavy footstool made of MDF. It's real heavyweight though. And the USB cable that goes from the mixer to the computer. That's good to go. Here's the cable from the camera to the computer, another USB. This gets a bit tricky. Once I get the computer here, I have to kind of rearrange everything to make sure it's far enough away that we can get the shot I want, but can't have, so I don't want it stretched out. And it's a bit of a quandary every time we do this, but that's okay. So I'm going to move one more thing in place. So the computer will be sitting there later this evening. I'm going to move one more thing in place here. The last light. And it's not plugged in, of course, but with that there, you really can't see anything else. Let me put it over here. Okay, so now I got everything in here. Let's take a quick walk around. I'll just give you one more pass now that everything's set up in the room. Here we go. All right, there's a light. There's another light. There's Pat's mics, piano. Roscoe with some of his buddies. He's all dressed up for Christmas, as you can see. He's got a lot of his buddies here with him. Here's our main camera. Right there with the here sign, so we know where to look. There's where the other camera, other phone will be that's connected to Twitch to do the pre-show. That'll be hanging right there. Got the my mic there. Pat's mics, and music stand, the cute little table that always the computer goes on. Here's the mixer. What model is it? Let's see. I always forget. I never can remember. It's an MG10XU USB mixer. So Yamaha. So that's about all the gear. My little stand for the fiddle. But that's about all the gear. One more pass around the room. Roscoe, what are you doing, buddy? So that's the mess you have every time we do the Big Fiddle Show. That's what you don't see. All you see is us. But that's what goes on in setting it up. Doesn't take too long to bring all the junk out. But then I got to put it away, you know, after every show, because we can't see our TV if I leave everything out. So yeah, that's it. Enjoy the show. Thanks a lot.